who've told Kenyans, please don't go to the streets because we don't want to see lives lost. But there are others who are saying, I mean, we have got to put up a fight because we need a better country. The fear goes beyond what happened last year, but what is likely to happen?
From Mount Kenya University, Parklands Law Campus. And I'd love to say that leadership is what in Kiswahili they call koti la kuazima. It is transient in nature. You have it today, tomorrow it will be gone. We've had people like Adolf Hitler who are there in history. Strong as they looked, their time came and it was, they had to leave. It is an aspect that most of our politicians overlook. For instance, last year, the conversation about the protest was the finance bill. And part of we used to portion part of the blame to the supernatural bodies such as the IMF and the World Bank, that they might be pushing for us to have that draconian finance bill. But the discussion today has been about police brutality. Are we still going to blame police brutality on bodies that are not within our country? This clearly indicates that it is a defect that is in the government. And recently when you're having protests about the death of Albert Ojwang, in the protests you're seeing a police officer in just daylight shooting a protestant. And this shows that in this current government, there are people who are overworking to ensure that this government looks bad. And it starts from the point whereby the police disrespect court orders. And you see, when the boss is doing so, it even creates the loophole to the entire police body so that we are not seeing them as we used to see them as the disciplined forces. In East Africa, if you look at it on a wide scope, we used to be the pride of East Africa when it came to rule of law, whereby other East African countries could admire the judiciary of Kenya, whereby we could say politicians can do A, B, C, and D, but at least they'll have to pass through the judiciary. But we are living in times whereby court orders are being disobeyed, people are dying, and to an extent that during a protest someone can be shot. I strongly believe that unless the government does something, this will continue. And this protest, the young people should know that it should not be like a paper tiger, whereby it is scary in its nature, but upon a flame it goes up. To this extent, I mean that this protest can only be meaningful if the same youths, when 2027 comes, they can turn out in numbers and vote for a good and competent government. Yeah.
Until 2027, how do we manage this, Sonia?
I think mine is to say, because I work for civil society, so kazi yetu kabisa ni kutayarisha watu. 2027 cannot just pass by, because then we have had people speak about the issues that exist. He mentioned some of them. When I was growing up, I knew Kenya is somewhere you admire being a Kenyan. But now I don't think if there are people who actually admire being Kenyans. Because then what we are seeing right now is people who are not, I still wear this thing because I hope we will get to where watu wa nje walikuwa nakuja kubai kitu. Because then it felt different, it felt unique. And as civil society, we come into the space to ensure people are ready. We do our work, teach, educate as much as possible, sensitize. I see people out there, I wish I was there. Because last year I was there. And the people who were killed, it could have been me. I was just lucky. Because then hakuna mtu mwenye ameandikiwa leo ni siku yako, right? So as we do this in 2027, it means all of us must galvanize. The youth who are here, the panel that was here in the morning said, ato kiwa youth ukipewa kiti, bado kama hauna, huwezi fanya hiyo kazi. We can't achieve what we want. But then it also calls all of us. When you